Hey guys, it's BiggestAGFanEVer here, back again, and today I'm going to be doing a comparison between the BeForever Molly and the historical Molly. Now, keep in mind before we start that my historical Molly doll is close to 13 years old this year. So she's going to look older and some of the stuff might not be as crisp or bright or clear, but we'll get into what stuff has really changed between the original historical Molly and the new BeForever Molly. So we will start right up here at the top. The first thing that you will probably notice is that the new BeForever Molly has darker hair than the older historical doll Molly. Another thing is that it seems almost like the older Molly has a tad bit longer hair, but that could be because of the way that I braided it. I'm not quite sure, because these are obviously not her original braids since she's like 13 years old. Another thing that is really different between the two dolls is that the new BeForever Molly has sort of like a fake pie bang type look. She has like these two really long pieces, and then it's just really weird. And the old one has thicker bangs that are just full pie bang that stretch all the way across. Here is just a closer look at the bangs. I noticed on this side she has like this piece over here which weaves under part of her bangs and into her braids, and then on this side it's like there's none of that. And they're just really weird. They're very thin. They tend to be patchier than the old Molly bangs. And then a closer look at the original Molly bangs. You can see that there are really no gaps anywhere and that they're very thick, and they have that natural point up here, and all of them start from up here and go down to there, unlike the newer ones. Another big difference between their hair is that the new BeForever Molly has really thick hair, and that's not just because her hair has not been taken out. It is just way thicker than my original Molly. I mean, this could be also because I have brushed and played with my original Molly way more, but it's just really thick, like the braids in that. Their hair from behind tends to look about the same. She has a lot of short hairs. You can still see her wig cap though, like right there, but she does have the short hairs, and so does the original Molly. She has a lot more of those short hairs, but you can't seem to see her wig cap as much as you can with the new BeForever Molly. Another difference between the two dolls are their eyes. As you can see, the BeForever doll tends to have a bit more of a gray-blue, versus the original historical Molly tends to have more of a gray-green. Another huge difference to tell the Molly dolls apart is that the new ones have the feathered eyebrows, and the original has the straight-on line eyebrows. Looking at their skin tones, there doesn't seem to be a difference between them at all, which is kind of weird considering that in the past when they have re-released BeForever dolls from previous historical dolls, they tend to have a tad bit redder of a skin tone, so I kind of like how they brought back the original skin tone of Molly. I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like the BeForever one on the left kind of looks more like an Our Generation doll or a doll like that, versus the historical one looks more like a traditional American Girl doll. And I think that's because of the shape of the eyes and the distance of the eyes from the nose. I feel like the BeForever doll tends to have a bit more of a circular eye shape, like full-on circle, and the historical Molly doll tends to have more of that traditional classic face mold American Girl doll eyes. I am only going to compare the parts of their maid outfit and accessories that have the same or similar items. So like their red ribbons. The new BeForever Molly has a bit more of a darker Christmas red, versus the historical Molly has bows that are a bit more of an orangey red, but you can't really see it with this lighting. You can just tell that, just slightly tell that the new ones are a bit darker. Another pretty big difference between the two dolls is their necklace, and this is actually kind of disappointing to me. The new BeForever Molly does not have a locket that opens or closes. It is just a solid locket. But the original historical Molly, her locket actually opens and closes. And inside is a photo of her dad. I'm not quite sure how well you're going to be able to see this, but inside is the photo of her dad, and the outside of her locket has this beautiful design on it. Here is a look at the new locket, which actually has a different design, and like I said, it doesn't open, which is really sad to me. Another big difference between the two dolls is that the BeForever doll has a slightly different purse than the original historical doll. As you can see, the historical Molly's purse is a bit shiny versus the BeForever one is matte. They also have like a very different feeling. This one feels matte, whereas this one feels shinier. And the stitching around the outside of the purse is different too. The historical Molly's purse has a satin around the outside, whereas the BeForever Molly has a more like cotton, I think. I'm not actually quite sure what is around this. They both have the metal part in the middle, but the BeForever Molly's purse opens with Velcro, whereas the historical Molly's purse opens with an actual clasp, which I think is better. It's a little harder to put back together, but it really adds to the authenticity. The straps are also very different as well. The BeForever one has the pleather straps, whereas the historical one has the satin straps again. Looking at the insides of the bags, they are very similar, if not identical. The only difference, I would say, is probably the location of the tag and the type of tag. The contents inside the two bags differ greatly. The BeForever one comes with $2 bills that are pretty detailed, I guess, if you were just looking at them. But the original historical Molly comes with a penny that says 1943, and it says 1 cent on the back. She also comes with a handkerchief that says her name and has stitchings around the edge, and a case for her glasses that has an elastic hoop to put around her. Speaking of glasses, the glasses between the two dolls differ greatly. The BeForever doll has these brown plastic glasses that seem to be very cheaply made because they bend there and they don't like to bend in. Whereas the original historical Molly comes with her signature circle lenses, and the older dolls have the hoop around the nose, whereas the newer ones have sort of like a square-ish type. I actually lost one of the backs a while ago, but they used to come with these two black backs, and they bend in and out pretty easily, actually. Another pretty big difference, I would say, between the two dolls, besides all of the things that I've listed, and obviously their meat outfits are very different, is actually their body cloth. When you put the two body cloths next to each other, you can really tell that the new BeForever Molly has more of an orangey body or cloth versus the original has a more palish tan body cloth. So besides the neck strings versus zip ties and long and short body tags, those are all of the changes that I can see between the BeForever Molly and the historical Molly. Molly was technically one of my first dolls because I got her and Emily the same day on Christmas. So she holds a really deep place in my heart. Do I think you should get the new BeForever Molly? Yeah, I really do. That is, if you don't have the original historical Molly. I feel like the BeForever Molly is a great alternative for anybody who can't afford to go on eBay and find a historical Molly doll for like an absurd amount of money. So definitely, if you don't have the money to buy an original Molly, I feel like you should get a BeForever Molly. Now, if you just have a historical Molly, I don't think I would recommend getting another BeForever Molly. That is, unless you are a crazy Molly fan like me, then go ahead and get the BeForever Molly. Other than that, I am so happy that American Girl brought back Molly, because I am glad that the younger people who didn't get to have Molly can now have the chance to get her. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you plan on getting the new BeForever Molly from Costco, because that is the only place that she is available. Yeah, I think that's it. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!